This seminar I'm in, Eileen, has opened me up like some kind of bronchial spray. I got clear that my expectations about life are simply way too high because of false hopes. My seminar leader said to me, Chrissy, you are a classic false hope case. Chrissy, you're gonna be okay. Not only do I not have a very firm grasp on reality, but I have sort of a loose grip on my fantasies, too. Oh, cold. At the Phobia Institute. I'm working on overcoming my fears, Eileen. Oh, but it's not easy. You name it, I have feared it. Well, like I fear being out of work, and yet, whenever I'm working, I have this constant fear of being fired. I guess the worst fear I have is that this feeling I once had may come back. Once I guess I have needed to get this out, Eileen, for so long. Once I felt so down and so low, I came this close to committing suicide. I would have done it too, just one thing stopped me. Fear. Eileen, I was just plain too afraid. So if I ever did commit suicide, I'd have to be so desperate, I wouldn't even let fear of suicide stand in my way. Then probably, if I weren't afraid, I'd really want to live. Only by then, if I'd really conquered my fear of suicide, it might be too late. I might have already, done it. False hopes. I hope I never feel that low again. I used to be so sensitive. Sometimes I would think of the Kennedy family and I would just burst out into tears. I don't burst out into tears as much as I used to. And I hardly ever think of the Kennedys anymore. Oh, sure, in Novembers, but that's all. Oh, how they lied about this health club. Talk about false hopes. I'm sorry. The place to get thin and meet good-looking men. Every good-looking man here is mostly looking at himself. But I keep coming. I tell myself I'm keeping fit. The truth is I pig out one week and starve the next. I have gained and lost the same 10 pounds so many times, over and over again, that my cellulite must have deja vu. And all that business about exercise releasing endorphins, I have not felt so much as one endorphin being released. Once more, false hopes. Hey, but if it weren't for false hopes, the economy would just collapse, I bet. Well, Slinky Dinks, I'm out of here.
How much longer must I wait? I have read all the magazines. I will have to be shampooed again. Lonnie, it's Kate. It's Kate. No, I was not sure that was you either. That's what comes of letting Bucci the arrogant do our hair, I suppose. I tell you, coming here today was so humiliating. There were people in the streets actually staring at my haircut. People who normally would be intimidated. Well, of course, I said to him, please, Bucci, nothing too radical. But by that time, this side was already gone. Of course, I have gotten scads of compliments, especially when they see just this side and not this side. I've been waiting so long that soon this side will look like this side. Oh, have you seen this article? It's all about how you can actually die from boredom. Have you ever used the expression, I am dying of boredom? Well, so have I. I have used it all my life. It says if you use it that often, that may be exactly what you're doing. Even as I was reading that very same article, in the back of my mind, I caught myself thinking, how boring. And guess who was at Raphael's last night? with someone who is not her husband. No, I will not tell you. I will only say that she is someone that you know. Her left ear juts out. Yes, I am having an affair. But not for long. It's one thing to tolerate a boring marriage, but a boring affair does not make sense. Oh, I hope Freddie does hear. I think I want Freddie to hear and get upset. Of course, it has occurred to me he might hear and not get upset. This haircut, Lonnie, hard to miss this haircut, not a word. And last year I lost the tip off my little finger in a food chopper accident. To this day, he has yet to notice. Funny, as a little girl, I dreamed of being a concert violinist. What a tragedy if my dream had come true. When I'm in LA this weekend, I'm seeing a plastic surgeon about a new fingertip. Maybe he can operate on this haircut while he's at it. And I have got to go to the theater tonight. They say it's uplifting, but still I dread it. The last time they said something was uplifting, I must have dozed off during the uplifting part. I don't know why I bother. I'll be just one big yawn with a bad haircut. Don't put that magazine back. I want to rip out that article on boredom. I'm going to have this copied for all my friends. It says here, did you read? Having everything can sometimes make you stop wanting anything. It's called Rich People's Burnout. And if Town & Country is writing about it, a magazine not known for its psychological insight, it must be of epidemic proportions.
Look, it is vital that I stay at your house tonight. My parents think that you are a bad influence on me, too. You gotta make your mom let me stay over. I can't just sleep here in the pissoir at the House of Pancakes. Just for that, you can't run my sound. You are herstory. I need my tapes for the gig tonight. I need my Debbie Boone, my Star Trek. You bring them to the Anti-Club by sundown. It is vital. You crumb de la crumb.
And welcome to Talk Radio. I'm Dr. Vera Brandt. Now, if you're calling from Indianapolis, dial 555, followed by the word talk. We'll be back with our first caller of the day.
I am using this phone.
This is Talk Radio 79, WHQZ. I'm Dr. Vera Brandt.
555 TALK, 555 TALK, 55. Oh, look, it is vital that I talk to the radio shrink. My name is Agnes. I'm 15. My parents locked me out of the house today. I want to find out if that is legal. I can't wait long. I'm in the ladies' room, House of Pancakes. Don't you eyeball me, you speck.
Achieving autonomy or independence is one of the goals of psychotherapy, and certainly I would hope one of the goals of your life. Because to be independent is to stay a child forever, and that in the end, education, and that's what this program is about, education. The education toward the ability to decide. What we have to do here with you every day is help you make
Answer the phone.
This is Talk Radio 79 WHQZ. I'm Dr. Vera Brandt with our first caller of the day, Agnes.
Oh, wait, Agnes, Dr. Agnes, don't cut me off. Don't cut me off. Doctor, listen, for years I've been going home after school. Nobody would be there. I take my key from around my neck. I let myself in. Today I go home. I put my key in the door. They changed the locks on me. Yes, I suppose it was something I did. Whatever I do is wrong anyway. Like last night, my stepmom, she accuses me of leaving dirty fingerprints on the cheese. Oh, my real mother's not around right now. She's in Europe doing her art piece. She's a performance artist like me. There was this big custody beef, see, because my real mother is a lesbian, so the court gave me to my dad. He's a gene splicer, a bio businessman at this research lab of misapplied science, where he works on some new bioform he thinks he'll be able to patent. He doesn't get that I am a new bioform. I am using this phone. Listen, today I go by my dad's lab to get some money for some gear for my act, and I see this like glob of bioplasm quivering there in this petri dish. I don't know why I did it. Maybe it was sibling rivalry, but I leaned over it and I spit into it. And of course, my dad had a mad scientist alert. Oh, he loves that bioform more than me. Don't you stare at me with those blueberry syrup mustaches, you IHOP specs. Yes, I have other family, but we have nothing in common except that we are all carbon-based life forms. Oh, wait, a commercial. I can't believe you're brushing me off. To sell some product that probably killed some poor lab rat. You have been about as helpful as an acid flashback.
Sometimes I feel like I'm a billion miles from everywhere, so far removed.
Think I'll turn in early tonight, Toots. How about you? Oh, hush. Listen, Lud, who was it said that quote about? That old saying. Listen to me. Who was it said that quote? Bootsy knows, don't you, Bootsy? Here, give me your glasses. Do you remember?
Did you hear what you just said, Marie?
What?
You about to say something somebody said. You couldn't think who said it or what it was they said.
Oh, and I suppose that never happens to you.
And my glasses are sitting up there in your hair.
That never happens to him, does it, Bootsy?
If I couldn't think who said something or what it was they said, I simply would not bring up the subject, Marie. I'd simply keep my mouth shut. Something I wish you'd consider more often.
I tolerate that kind of talk. I tell myself it's your hernia makes you act so hateful. I bet if I called that radio psychologist, she'd tell me to just pack my bags and cut loose. Easy for her to say she has a college degree. Oh, college degree, I doubt that. Janet used to beg me, she'd say, Mama, please join a consciousness-raising group. I missed out on it just like I did everything else.
You know what your problem is, Toots?
Yes, you.
You can't concentrate. You got a brain like a hummingbird.
Here we go again.
Makes you appear dense and at the same time flighty. Did you ever see a hummingbird try to make up its mind which flower to land on?
What are you driving at, Lud?
Well, picture your brain in place of that bird, and you have a clue as to what I have to put up with.
Oh, shut up.
Well, some people have hair brains, some people have pea brains, and some people have
The brains of a male chauvinist pig. Oink, 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 oink.
oink. Now who's being hateful? Sound like the garage door flapped up. Well, give me them damn glasses and turn out the light so I can see. Something weird's coming up the driveway. Who on earth?
Granddaddy's back! Let me in!
This is soup, and this is art. Art soup, soup art. Me and my space chums just got back from Stonehenge. I try to plan it so we have at least one peak experience a day. When you got aliens in from out of town, you want to do something special. They are so advanced. They don't even try to prove how advanced they are. They could be in 3 different places at once and still be at one with the universe. They are just about perfect, except for one weak spot: their personal appearance. They look like a gelatinous mass of ribonucleic acid, been poured out of a Jell-O mold too soon. Hey, we are delving deeply into the history of humanity. Yesterday, we stumbled across the first recorded history of when humankind made an ass of itself. And then we discovered when humankind first laughed. Guess what? We first laughed the day we first made an ass of ourselves. They love that about us. Right after we laughed, we began to reflect on ourselves. Around this time, we discovered evidence of the first knock-knock joke. Knock, knock, who's there? We're not sure, we're new at this. Not very witty, but it does give us insight into the size and shape of Cro-Magnon man's funny bone. Did you know the RNA, DNA molecules could be found throughout space in many galaxies? Only everybody spells it different. Hey, what goes up must come down. But don't expect it to come down where you could find it. Murphy's Law applied to Newton's. Hey, Tina the Fuzz is buzzing the nabe tonight. Cute outfit you barely have on. You look so beautiful, Tina. You smell so good. House tricks. Hey, did you know what most distinguishes us humans from lower animals is our desire to take drugs? My space chums are very careful what chemicals they put into their bodies. Or to use their term, biocontainer. We were having a cup of coffee. I see this strange look come over them. They pointed to the label on this non-dairy creamer. They said, Trudy, this is exactly what we are made of. Agnes, turn that junk music down. You better learn some manners, young lady, or else what, Granddaddy Spectre?
Or else people are not going to like you, honey.
You want to be liked, don't you? Everybody wants to be liked.
Not me! I'm different!
Well, I can't argue with that. I ought to lock that little Dayglow Fanny in there till the paddy wagon comes. Oh, Christ almighty, that damn cat. Enough hair in here to stuff a pillow. Bootsy, 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 bootsy. Lud, do you realize that nothing has turned out the way we planned it? Not our retirement plan, not those AstroTurf neckties, which we're gonna sell like hotcakes at halftime, not our patio edition out back, not our daughter, and now, not our granddaughter. There's not one thing, and I mean one thing, that's panned out right. You know what your problem is, Marie? Too negative. You're negative. About 92% of the time. Yes, and about 92% of the time, I am dead right. Oh, hell. If you're so damn right all the time, how come we have a daughter we don't understand too good? And a punk granddaughter got the manners of a terrorist. Leaves dirty fingerprints on the cheese. Wear something makes the garage door flap up. Oh. Old man Saunders stops me out here, said he saw something odd looking in the yard. Worried we might have poltergeists. I had to say, no, that wasn't no poltergeist, that was my granddaughter. She glows in the dark because her necklace is a reflective flea collar. How in the hell do you think that makes me feel?
Well, Lud,
Why didn't you just go on and let him think it was poltergeists? Go in there and just jerk the plug right out of the socket. Agnes, you open up this door light. Oh, damn my bursitis. Where's that fuse box I'll fix her wagon? Don't break anything. She's using her transistor. Go ahead. Turn the light back on. I can't find a damn fuse in the dark. Damn. Agnes, I demand to know where you are going at this time of night looking like that. You wouldn't want to know! Yeah, there it went, flapped right up. Lud, she has taken the candle out of my good centerpiece. I can't keep anything nice. Well, come on to bed, Toots. You've been stooped over that sewing, got eyes like cherry tomatoes. You go on to bed. I'm gonna sit up here till she gets back. Lud, go on now. Go on to bed. Now go on now. Quit. Remember when she was little? She'd stay over. I'd make chocolate milk, and then I'd make me a little milk mustache. Pretend I didn't notice. And then you'd make one, and there we'd be the two of us with little milk mustaches. Used to just tickle her to death. Oh, she's had a lot to deal with in her short lifetime. Oh, hell. I've had more to deal with in my long lifetime. I don't take it out on the world. No, you take it out on me. Today on the phone, her daddy says that they have tried everything to get through to her. They've washed their hands. It's in our laps now. I'll bet they hadn't tried little milk mustaches. I'll shut that garage door. When she comes in, we'll hear it flap up. We'll get up, have us some chocolate milk. You and me make little milk mustaches. See if she remembers. I'm a million miles, so far removed, so far removed.
to boldly go where no speck has gone before.
I'm getting my act together, and I'm throwing it in your face. I am over here!
You techno speck. As I was leaving to come to the anti-club tonight, my grandmother's spec said, as long as you're going out, take out the trash. I looked around the room. Should I take out this early American maple coffee table in the shape of a wagon wheel? What about this gilt-sprayed macaroni mosaic? What about this wrought iron lamppost with a ceramic drum cleaning against it? Take out the trash. I wanted to say I wouldn't know where to begin. No. It is not supposed to go off here. It is supposed to go off later. I wanted everything to be perfect. Memory mode, playback. What's coming up for me is something from my own soap opera. I look at my family. I feel like a detached retina. They always took me to a fast food place and then said, eat slowly. The last conversation I had with my dad was between our t-shirts. His said, science is truth found out. Mine said the truth can be made up if you know how. Even as a fetus, I had womb angst. Inside the amniotic sac, I knew that the world I was coming into was liable to be a toxic, dumped on, ground zero kind of place. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Here is where it is supposed to go off. Oh, I wanted everything to be perfect. And these are the days of my life. Oh. On the radio today, I hear them say, the air today is unacceptable. People with breathing problems should not go out. I wanted to shout. What's unacceptable is that the air is unacceptable. I think, wow, breathing is a biohazard. I rushed to my behavior modification center. They can help me cut down on my habit of breathing. From the cubicle next to mine, I hear, do you want to stop drinking? No. Do you want to stop smoking? No. Do you want to stop overeating? No. I want to stop caring that I eat and drink and smoke too much. New marketing business venture. Start behavior modification type religion where people can go to learn to stop caring. The candlelight service is about to begin. Anyone who wants to is welcome to come in. I want to share something vital I just read in the self-help book I took. Will by G. Gordon Liddy, master of the Watergate cable, my new guru, who in holding his hand over a lit candle said, the trick is not to mind it. And I don't mind it. When I first came into this world, Elvis was already fat. And I didn't mind it when I heard Ozzy Osbourne bit the head off a bat. I don't mind I was born after the time of the crime known as Watergate. And I must have missed out on most things that made America great. But I don't mind it. And I don't mind it. No matter how much contempt I have for society, it is nothing compared to the contempt society has for me. I didn't mind it when I learned the phrase truth in advertising was just some lie thought up by some guy in advertising. And I don't mind that I took my goldfish and I put it in water from the faucet and it died. Our drinking water caused it. I tried my mouth-to-mouth resuscitation skills. My dad said, you are the daughter of a scientist. It should have been mouth to gills. Oh, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I don't mind each morning I get up, I feel like I want to vomit. I don't mind that the teenage suicide rate is soaring like Halley's Comet. The boy in school that I love most died last year of an overdose. But I don't mind it. I've set as my goal to get so strong I could peel onions all day long and never shed one tear. I want my skin to thicken so if I am panic-stricken when the greenhouse effect is here, I won't even feel the fear as I watch me and the world disappear. The trick is not to mind it. If you're looking for peace, this is where you will find it. Gordon Liddy showed me the way. I have been on heavy metaphor maintenance all day. For life is like that candle flame. And we are like Gordon Liddy's hand hovering over it. And it hurts like hell. But the trick is not to mind it. Oh. I mind it. I mind it. I mind it.